it's me, Jack-a-Lopium. Welcome along. We're here playing, well, we can see that we're in yet another Chinese indie game. This is the Eastern Sacrifice. There's the 5 shrimps logo there, little mascot there that bobs up and down. So yeah, it's a Chinese indie game, and there's been a lot being written about this game at the moment on Steam, and that is that the English translation is unacceptable. However, I think it's okay. I'm hoping we can look at that and explore that together. And I'm not really here to tell you what to think. You can make up your own mind. If it's bad, don't buy the game and don't watch this video. If we watch the video, I make the video, you watch the video, and I do a good job, then hopefully you can see for yourself. I find this acceptable. I think the translation is acceptable. So anyway, let's dive into the Eastern Sacrifice. I have been playing it. What? This is new. Okay. 1, 2. What the smeg? Oh, these are the save games. Okay. Ooh. What the smeg? It would just have to be this. Wow, that's freaky. Yeah, sorry about that. That was just loading in the save game there. But yeah, that's this is what it looks like. Are we paused? No, we are not. Let's do my chat. We can see that. Oh my god. None of it's in English. So yeah. Okay, so I've been using Google Lens in a couple of spots, maybe 3 or 4 spots, but this is what we've been doing, or what I've been doing so far off camera. We're still early in the game. This starts at year 1, 10,000, I guess, the year 10,000. So I've been through 57 years and I've explored that much of the map. There's still quite a bit left, but I'm not like some spring chicken here. We've done a bit. I've unlocked a bit of stuff. I've expanded all of these categories up here have been expanded. What the smeg? Common people 1? Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know what spends the common people. Maybe it was from when I was having a fight. Yeah, okay. But what you want to look at is this here, the Taoist disciples. This is what we look at. See, it says 6 of 18. So 18 is the number of disciples we've got at the moment. 18 disciples, and there are 6 free to do any work. So this game is a worker placement game. It's also a time management game. We will be leaving the game running and doing some tasks, and I'll be pausing just because I prefer to pause stuff. And obviously I'm having to make a what's this website called? Your Tub. I'm making a Your Tub video, so I'm chatting nonsense about this game, but it's pretty good. We can dive in. There's a couple of things we can do. We could click on miracle. We could click on divine gain, and then we could just click here, and look, you can see us increasing the stone materials. Wow, how good is that? And there you go. We increase some grain. Grain is food, wood is wood, stone is stone. Stone and wood are building materials, as you think. Nothing too complicated so far. We're just balancing between wood, grain, and stone at this stage of the game. What else? So 6 of 18. So 6 are free to move in various different things. We could click into this stone quarry. I can see that 2 guys are working in the quarry, and then here it's reflected 2 guys are working. We can have a max of 6. So there you go. We've still got 2 available, but it took 4 of the guys, right? And then max of 41. So we could that's like a cap, but we can expand the cap, obviously, and we can do that by looking at these various things on the left hand side. But we'll go into that. It's quite a complicated game, honestly. I'm going to reduce that down just to give us a bunch of guys that are available, just in case we need them to do something else. Okay, so private academy. Assign Taoist disciples to force villagers from surrounding villages. That's a village there. Into private academies to study, then extract arithmetic points. What are arithmetic points? Arithmetic points are another resource, but that's like your research points. And then when you get your research points, you come over here on the left-hand side and you click on arithmetic. I've bought everything so far. We're waiting for rank shock and peril. What is shock and peril? So everything, practically everything, is unlocking at shock and peril. That seems to be like a hard cap that we need to break through. This is at its heart a cultivation game, so we'll be breaking through various levels of cultivation. How do we do that? Well, glad you asked. Again, quite a complicated game, so this is going to take me quite some time to think about. I think maybe we build another village right here, because you can see this red dotted line. The red dotted line is where we can build for our sect. We've got a sect grand hall. We're the leader of the sect. Our sect grand hall is indeed level 2. What does all of this nonsense mean over here? This is the quest, okay? The way we interact with the kind of overarching game is by quests, as you'd expect. It's like a role-playing game. So we grab quests, quest objectives. How do we know what any of this nonsense means? Well, we don't. Because it's a Chinese indie game. So, you know, you just got to lower your expectations. If we get full translations, and a lot of Chinese indie games do have full translations, but those are, you know, we need to appreciate those and love those and nurture those games. But you can't always translate a game if you're like an indie studio with 6 employees. And the example I would use is, I love Koei Tecmo games. I love Dynasty Warriors. I love Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I love Samurai Warriors. I love all of that. Those games are made by a company called Koei Tecmo. They're a Japanese games publisher who've been around for, I think, 30 years, somewhere between 30 and 40 years. And they're like a multinational company. And they can't translate all of their games from Japanese in this example to English. Like, even Koei Tecmo struggles to localize games into English, and they're like an enormous multinational with like decades of experience and like probably billions in sales. Like, you're not going to get the same thing with a Chinese indie studio. Okay, we can't build another village here anyway, is what I was going to say. We need to demolish it. Estimated time 30 seconds. Hit the engage button. So there you go. We've queued up our first action of this playthrough. We'll go back to this objectives in a bit, but just know that not everything's going to be translated. I don't want to lie to you and say that everything's rosy. I do want to point out where things are not good, right? Not good for an English audience. However, we can mostly work out what's going on. I think the gameplay is kind of not simplistic, but I mean, it's complicated, but it's like lots of moving parts. That's where the complication comes from. There you go. We demolished those ruins. I'm going to pause it again. So, I believe we can now build. However, this is like the last thing I bought, so I've never built one before. We're going to build a village next to the private academy, because we know that private academies kind of use the squares around it. So it uses this village. Hey, look, we can upgrade that village. However, let's build this village. We can also upgrade, it seems. So let's, there you go, 2. Let's assign 2. And as you can see, it uses up timber that we've explained before and stone materials, and also spirit stones. Spirit stones is basically money. Anytime you see the phrase spirit stones, it's just some like fancy way of saying like money. This is your gold, this is your ducats, this is, you know, your dollars, whatever. These cultivation games always call them spirit stones because they're not, it's like an abstract form of money, if you will. You can pay for like superpowers with like spirit stones. We need to visit the immortal abode, and we need to break through. Use a breaking pill to lower required HP. We still can't break through because we need more HP. Total breakthrough, blah, blah. All of this is white. So that's all stuff we've done. We also would need our HP to be 56. Ours is currently something. But we need to increase that. I'm going to explore level 3. Do it. It says we could get a chance of gaining some currency. But let's see if ooh. Spiritual. Right, okay. But yeah, I guess this is the way we should be doing it. And then we would just, there you go. We got 8 monies. That was us sending all of our gear back home. So yeah, it is an auto battler as well. And then we just leave this guy to run through on level 3. This is, but this is pretty easy stuff. Is level 4 open as well? Oh yeah, I guess it's ticking up to, so we visit 8 nodes and then it's explored. So we're just continuously exploring this stuff. Yeah, look, there you go. We're up to 99. Great. So that's how we get more money. We visit the secret realm and then we visit whichever whichever floor you can like go to. Like there is a chance you could. Oh, we took too much flesh and blood there. So actually, I think we're gonna leave, build a warehouse, a charitable estate. So yeah, flesh and blood capacity, please and thank you. We're gonna just make that as soon as we can. Yeah, so I mean, the game is pretty mysterious. I have no clue, kind of essentially, what I'm doing. But I'm having fun trying to figure it out. Again, going back to this thing here, how do we figure out what these quests are? I've been using Google Lens, right? If that's unacceptable for you, and I won't criticize you, it's your decision, yay or nay, it's up to you. I'm not here to tell you how to think. If it's not acceptable for you to use Google Lens, then this game probably isn't for you. But I'm okay. We're using Google Lens while things aren't translated. And again, we need to be, or I quite enjoy the kind of resourcefulness needed to kind of decode these Chinese indie games. You know I love these Chinese indie games. So let's head back into the mortal realm again. Can we take floor 4? No. Okay, so floor 3 it is. Let's just go for it. And we will... basically, what that quest translates to is that we need to buy a bunch of pills, right? But yeah, looking at the Google Lens to translate it, looks like we got another bunch. But anyway, I don't know if this makes it quicker, does it? Yeah, look. It is a shame we can't control the speed unless we go back to the territory screen. So let's leave that running for a while. Ooh, okay, so we're spending our time units. That's interesting as well. And look, we are taking some damage. I mean, we do have some fairly decent equipment. And the equipment is from the tab is called copy. And this is where your dungeons appear, in the copy tab. Yeah, okay. I think we should leave this running just so that we get a bunch of spirit stones. Can we go any faster? No. Okay, 3 is the... Oh, that's us. That's us there, look. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, so stone and timber is maxed out. So we should probably upgrade our... It's a Shikang and a Mukang, which of course I'm calling a mukbang. We should be able to see that go up to, yeah, 1 point something. But anyway, we're still in the secret realm. Look, that's us. Fighting monsters. I believe that's also stuff to sell, maybe? Whoa, look, we've got a bunch of stuff. Oh, yeah, man. That's cool. But it looks like we're going to run out of inventory space. Okay, that's us running out of inventory space, so I'm going to pull out. Let's hope that 234 is good. I mean, we might be able to mitigate. Okay, so that's much better armor. It seems to be following rarity as well. So blue is better than white, and then purple is better than blue. Yuchang Grand Fair Road. Huh? Battle robe. Okay, so what? Oh, so that joins another slot. That's awesome. So I'm going to sell all that other junk there. And then the other one was this, the root seed. So let's buy one of those. Do it. There you go. See? And then it wants us to eat all those pills, right? I do think it's funny that cultivation they're all called pills. So we're just like eating a bunch of pills. I know that that's a thing from like wuxia and cultivation genres of fiction. Yeah, use a tribulation pill and breakthrough pill. Okay, so yeah, maybe we just eat them all, but why did we have to buy 2 of those? I don't know, but we did. Okay, I'm going to pause this. Okay, you can come back. I'm going to look at what we got. Did we get anything? Hey, okay, so maybe we can. Maybe we don't hit her. Maybe that's the extent of our inventory. Interesting. Anyway, so stick that in there. We never got a purple helmet. Purple helmet. Nice. There you go. Current HP 56. Sweet. Let's try and break through. After the breakthrough begins, if you terminate it manually, the breakthrough materials will not be returned. Are you sure you want to start the breakthrough? Yes. Yes, I am. Let's see if we can break through. Oh my god, that's slow. Yeah, I don't like that you have to keep clicking back. I think the time control should be available on any screen. If the devs are watching, that is like my one, in inverted commas, criticism, is that the time control should be on every screen. If possible, of course, if that is a thing of possibility. So there you go, next breakthrough at level 7. So yeah, that's this game. I think we should leave it here. I'm going to play through a bit more off camera and see what's going on. But I think that'll do for our look at the Eastern Sacrifice. That is basically what we have to do. It's interesting, and like obviously like we kind of get it on this channel, right? Everybody, we know what's going on in regards to strategy gaming and Chinese indie gaming in as a kind of specialization, I guess. By default, I just enjoy this this genre, and I think China is the place to be for indie gaming at the moment. So yeah, thanks for watching, and again, I hope I've given you enough to make up your own mind. You can either buy it and we can look at it, and like if you do want to make any comments, if you do learn anything like outside of this video and you want to share it, I mean, I encourage you to do so. We'll make this I don't know if we'll make this a series. I would like to, but we're obviously still playing Mushouden, yeah, sure. And we are going to be doing that, but we can run 2 maybe, I don't know. Let me know if you want to see more, and yeah, I encourage you to, you know, comment, and we'll make this a collective kind of thing. All right, thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Thank you.